This episode is brought to you by Squarespace.
You got the directions, right?
Nope. We're just gonna drive to the moon.
Alright everyone, welcome to the Salt Lake City vlog. This is episode 1 of a 3-part series in which we take you guys through Utah, Monument Valley, as well as the Grand Canyon. Now, as I share my photographs through these vlogs, I will be kind of narrating just like I am now and giving you guys updates as to what we are doing throughout the series.
I feel awake. It's like weird, it's like warm and cold.
So to kick it off, we started our road trip early around 8 a.m. and this is at around noon. We are stopped in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in Utah at a rest stop, just trying to get rejuvenated for the long drive. Now, I loaded up my Best R2a with some Portra 400 and I'm going to be making some more photographs with this setup in this series. So stay tuned and let's go.
Gimbal is out.
Yeah. We just made it to the hotel room, you guys, and check out this immaculate looking light art. So here's a bathroom, but check this out. This is my first time, our first time really here in Salt Lake City, and this view right here, man, is just, there's, I don't know if you can see that, there's still snow-covered mountains up there at the top, but yeah, this is where the journey starts. Salt Lake City. Let's go. Oh my god, there's people up there. They're skating. You see that? Alright guys, so it's day 2 here in Salt Lake City, and I'm still rocking with the R2a and the 28mm lens. I haven't really shot the Leica yet, but check this out real quick. We went out to some like souvenir shops and I picked up this little bag. Man, look how, oh I gotta take the tag off, but look how dope this bag is right here. But the plan today is we're gonna walk around the city here, kind of just get a feel for it. We're staying here for one more night and then we're gonna head out to Monument Valley. But before we actually go out there, I want to talk a little bit about the R2a and the 28mm Ultron. So as you guys can see, I have the GoPro mounted up on top of the camera. And before the trip started, I had a small little plastic viewfinder, not like a Voigtlander viewfinder. It was just like this cheap plastic one that you get online I should say. But I took the thing off because as I shot with the R2a, I realized that composing with just the viewfinder without any frame lines is a lot more useful in my opinion. It just looks a lot better. Eventually though, I still think I want to get like a bright line viewfinder. Composing through the R2a's native viewfinder, honestly, just a lot more clear. But yep, our last day here in Salt Lake City, and this view is just incredible. You guys know in San Francisco, we don't really have, hills and mountains just on the outside. So it's weird to see that, on the very outside hills behind these tall buildings, there's snow-capped mountains. All right. Let's go.
Now, before we continue on with this episode, I'd like to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, the good folks over at Squarespace. Squarespace is your all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. Now, when it comes to building a photography website, in my experience, Squarespace is the easiest way to get a professional site up and going in minutes. From award-winning templates to the simple editing layout, you can create a portfolio where clients can easily and exclusively view your photos, an online shop to sell merchandise or photographic prints, and possibly my favorite new feature, the videos page, where you can share your content and show off your work. So if you'd like to get started with your own professional website today, head over to squarespace.com/KingJapes and enter promo code KingJapes at checkout to receive 10% off of your first purchase of a domain or a website. Huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode.
Beep, 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 beep. Peeping pop. It's bright outside today, huh?
So this is the Capitol building here in Salt Lake City. Now, as we explored throughout the entire day, kind of moving our way from downtown over here, I noticed that the buildings and just the overall vibe of Salt Lake City is very unique. There's something about it. It's kind of like a mixture between Sacramento and LA, and maybe even some San Francisco kind of put in between there, but there's definitely a unique character to this city, and in the second day I set out to capture that with my camera.
First roll's done. About to load up roll number 2. Seems like every time there's a good photo coming around, I need to change my film, so let's see if we can do this pretty fast. Anyways, like I was saying in the hotel room, this type of scenery is all new to me because in California, we never really have hills with mountains. In the background of our cityscape, that has that's covered in snow.
So on this trip, I packed up about 5 rolls of Portra 400 and 1 roll of Portra 835mm. As you guys will see in episodes 2 and 3 for our landscape adventures, I also have some Portra 160 and it's just some more Portra 400 for the landscape photographs. It was at this point I knew I ran out of space on my memory card, so we're going to do a film reel. All right, let's go. So after Ensign Peak, we ended up just going back to the hotel room and kind of just relaxing, mentally preparing ourselves for the next day because we're going to make the trek down to Monument Valley, which will be episode 2. So definitely you guys stay tuned if you want to see some of the photographs that we made in Monument Valley. That will be the next episode. But thank you guys so much for tuning into this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. As always, this has been King Japes. Till next time, Minolta Gang.